fuck? Hello? Oh my god, this couldn't have been more annoying to figure out. Hello? I hope people are here. I'm gonna tweet real quick. Sorry, everyone who was waiting in the last event. YouTube sucks. And streaming is never easy for me. I don't know why. Okay, tweeted. Hi, everyone's here. Can you all hear me? Lisa, Erica, Elise, Kara, Liz, can you all hear me? Hi, everybody. Hello. Is my microphone connected? That was my problem, is it wasn't letting me connect my microphone, but I think I figured it out. Okay, so I tweeted, we're gonna go on Instagram. Oh my gosh. Sound is good? Perfect. Hi. Welcome to my alcove. Wow, the quality sure has changed. Yes, this is very, very exciting how much the quality has changed. Ignore my box of bones. Those plants in the background. So if you notice, this is where I film right here, obviously, in front of this bookshelf. I wanted to block how ugly the back of my couch is, so I made a plant wall. So that's what that is. And then I obviously have plants all around everywhere because it's me. Emily's here, yay! And I made all of my friends mods. Actually, Kara, I need to give you a wrench. Add moderator. I think that worked. Okay, so Kara can have a wrench too, because normally I do these things by myself. Who is yelling in the streets right now? I love that color share on you. Thank you, Feffy. Hi. Oh, I'm so sorry to be rude. I'm going to put this on Instagram too so everyone can come hang out. Wait, do you all want to be in the photo? Hold on. I'll take a photo of everybody. Isn't that fun? You were all in the photo. Sorry, I get so awkward when I stream by myself because I'm used to having another person rein me in because I'm ridiculous. Okay, so that happened. Hi, everybody. Oh, hi from Serbia. Oh my gosh, hi. The quality is so good. Thank you. Okay, so this is really exciting. For anyone who doesn't listen to the Half Cousins podcast, which you should, that's the weekly podcast that I do with Georgia Harris, my friend Georgia Harris here on YouTube. And we worked really hard to basically fundraise for this so that her and I could have better computers, better cameras, better microphones, so that the products that we were producing for our podcast and also for our individual channels would be better and would look worthwhile, basically. So thank you to all of our Half Cousin patrons and viewers and friends who made this possible, because I could never afford a setup like this otherwise. The computer that I'm using is, I keep calling it like a gamer bro computer because it's really, really good. Georgia's husband, Logan, designed it for us. It wasn't like we went to the store and bought a computer off the shelf. He designed everything to be as efficient as possible for streaming. So it makes streaming for the podcast better. It makes audio quality for the podcast so much better. That was our struggle for so long. It also is going to make it easier for me to do streaming for my own channel for weeks like this where I just couldn't get a video up, but I still want to connect with you guys. It also is opening up a door for me to do Twitch streaming, which I'm very open to because I play a lot of video games. I know a lot of people have asked me to stream Stardew Valley and The Sims and all stuff like that. So that is really fun for me. I don't know if I'm going to need a capture card to do those things. I don't currently have a capture card, but I need to look into it. But this is all really exciting. Everything. All right. Okay. Everyone saying the quality is good is making me really, really happy. So thank you. Haley asks, what stone is that? This is just like a marble. I call this my Halloween Town necklace because it looks like the thing they put in the pumpkin to beat Calabar. Spoiler alert for a video that's been out. Oh, you can also see there's little farm animals right here. I stopped at a rest stop on the New York Thruway and won a bunch of farm animals in a claw machine, and then Matt hid them all over my office. So if you see, there's a frog in this plant too, and there's another one up here on my shelf. Oh my god, everyone's saying the quality is so nice. Thank you. Seriously, thank everyone who's ever participated in the Half Cousins podcast in any single way. Any one of our friends who's been a guest, anyone who's watched it, commented, liked the streams, donated on Patreon. Obviously, like, we don't ever earn AdSense from that podcast. Basically, everything we ever make for the podcast gets demonetized, but we love doing it so much, and we wanted to make it a worthwhile thing to produce for people to watch, for people to be like proud of that they were a part of that community. And I'm so happy. Like, this, I would have continued to make videos regardless if I ever upgraded my shit or not, but this makes it so much easier to do the podcast and to do my own channel. Like that anti-haul that I put up last week, I was able to edit in a fraction of the time, which took so much stress off of me, which is perfect for why I've all gathered you here. Thank you for everyone who's saying nice things about my sweater. I wasn't sure if I liked this sweater, so I appreciate you all saying that. And for my makeup and stuff, thank you. I actually wanted a darker lip, but I'm wearing the new Fenty gloss because I was just going to talk my lip off anyway. The background's so refreshing. Thank you. I know it looks messy, but I was going to say I swear it's not, but it is. You can see this is my vanity. That's where I film. This white box is all makeup donations that I need to send to Project Beauty Share. This is like some miscellaneous, miscellaneous lighting stuff, decor. Like if you can see, I have a cranberry scoop right here that was like always in my grandmother's house. So I have the cranberry scoop. This is like an antique washboard. And then this is my plant wall. This is a box of bones and a ukulele. This is all stuff that I want to hang on the walls. I was waiting for this computer system to be like finished so that I could start putting stuff on the walls and hanging shelves and stuff. So I'm hoping this won't be here forever. It's like a wall hanging, some stuff I want to hang up. I want to get shelves. My makeup is a little bit of a disaster. I have a plant. Oh, that's the fairy bush palette. Where am I going? Fairy bush palette is right there. This gray thing is all my lip products. I'm organized. It's like organized chaos. But I like it. I'm thriving. Your room is giving me glam, witchy vibes. I'm here for it. Actually, the alcove looks really small from this angle, but it feels larger once you're in it. Like, I forget that this is in my living room. This feels like a closed off room to me, and Matt says the same thing. Like, we forget that this is here. So this is my beauty alcove. When we were looking for apartments, we were looking for 2 bedrooms. We didn't get a 2-bedroom, which is fantastic because it saves on rent. We got a 1-bedroom with an alcove. So I made my alcove into my office, and it's really nice back here. Actually, I do my makeup right here. My desk is now in the corner. I close my blinds, obviously, so I don't dox myself, but this is a beautiful window that gives everything in this room beautiful sunlight. You and Matt did a really great job of separating it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So I gathered you all here today. I wanted to do a life update because big things have happened, and a lot of you have guessed what's happened. Do you think you'll give us an apartment tour? Maybe in the spring or summer, because I want all of the windows to be able to be open and the plants to be flourishing in sunlight. We had a rough adjustment to the winter. Also, like I said, this like needs to be dealt with. There's like little odds and ends of decorative stuff that we never got to put up. Like my kitchen isn't fully finished, but it's mostly finished. So when everything's like done, I would be open to an apartment tour. So I gathered you all here, like I said, life updates. I'm going to keep this up on my channel, and I'm trying to be somewhat cohesive. So I'm sorry for anyone who's watching on the replay and I'm obnoxious. Oh boy. Okay. So everybody has been following my saga basically, but I'll do a brief wrap up for anyone new here, anyone who, I don't know, is confused. I'm so sorry for everyone who's heard me tell this life story for a million times. So I graduated from college for the second time, and I couldn't find a job, and Matt was not making the best money at his jobs, and we couldn't afford to stay in New Jersey because New Jersey is a very expensive state to live in. So we took this huge leap of faith, moved to Albany, New York, which is a city that nobody moves to, but it was perfect for the kinds of industry that we wanted to go into. It was perfect for our degrees and our careers and things like that. So we took a chunk out of our savings, moved to a different city in a different state. Wild. I've loved it. This is my dream apartment. This is the perfect city for us. We really fit in well in this city. It's a good fit for us, which again, nobody comes to Albany, but I really like it here. Really fantastic living situation. Like, I'm very fortunate to like love my landlady. She's like, we call her Albany mom because we love her so much, and she just looks out for us. Best case scenario, literally the stars aligned to get here. But Matt found a job like immediately. He went back into the industry that he was in. moved up, even got a promotion. He's planning on working his way up that career path eventually in his life. It's a good fit for him. Not what he went to school for, which is relevant. Oh, Christina said they just moved from Albany. I know, everyone's always like, why would you go to Albany? I like it here. Anyway. Do you think you want to raise children in Albany? That I don't know, because I've heard the school district is not good here, but that's a different story. Anyway, so Matt got a job relatively quickly, which is fantastic because Matt's job allowed us to live, because you need money. A little bit of YouTube. I don't get crazy money from YouTube, I promise you. I can get anywhere from $100 to like a couple $100 doing YouTube a month. It's nothing wild. The podcast, we weren't earning money off of it. We were putting it immediately into a fund to make a setup with. So I wasn't earning anything from the podcast. So Matt's job, my little bit of YouTube money, and our savings really is what's made it so we could survive to this point, because my job hunt has been so terrible. And I didn't think it was going to be easy to find a job, but I wasn't anticipating how absolutely awful and soul-crushing it was truly going to be, because I left New Jersey, we left New Jersey to start our lives together as a soon-to-be married couple and, you know, to be happier and freer. I was definitely happier and freer, and so many of you guys were leaving me comments that I seemed happier, and you can see that I was flourishing, and you loved, like, watching my Instagram stories where I'm cooking or going to places to eat in the city, or, like, you know, people were excited to see me live my life, which made me so happy, because it's nice to have other people notice that you're doing better. But I've also weirdly been the most depressed I've ever been in my life, because so much of my identity has been wrapped into like not being a loser. So like I have my college background, I have degrees, and I was like, before we came here, I was like a spa receptionist. And I had a lot of fun at that job, and I met some of my absolute best friends at that job, but it obviously wasn't my career. And I never anticipated how hard it was going to be finding a job. And I never anticipated how hard it was going to be relying on another person to financially support you, which I'm so grateful for Matt. I'm so grateful, knock on wood, for everything that he's done for us and how patient he is. But I never anticipated how much that was going to break me, for lack of a better term, and how, like I said, my whole identity as a person was basically wrapped into like college not being a waste, doing something that I thought was like fulfilling, doing something that I thought was important. And I just like, it broke me, because every day that I didn't have a job, every day that I like spent applying to things that nobody called me back for, every interview I went for where they decided they didn't want me, I took it so personally and took it as like, me, there's something wrong with me, my life's a waste, terrible. All of that is to say, I'm so hesitant to say that I have a job, but I do. I just accepted a job offer, and I'm currently in the process of doing everything I need to do to start working. So I'm doing, like, I have to get blood work, a drug test, a TB test, which is tuberculosis for anyone who doesn't know. I have to get fingerprinted, a background check. I have to get a security clearance, like blah, blah, blah. And it's my first, like, real adult job. Everyone's saying, congratulations, thank you. Oh, man. It was a long ride. So, spoiler alert, I'm not going to say what I'm doing, obviously, because privacy and the internet is scary. I will say it is not anything related to what I went to college for. It is not what I expected to be doing. It's something that I just applied to for the sake of like seeing how it goes, basically, because I was open to it. And it's something that I'm interested to start doing, but it's not anything that like truly, it's not sociology, anthropology, it's not criminal justice, it's not anything like that, which I don't know how I feel about. I'm not trying to like focus on that, though. I'm not trying to hyper focus on this isn't the thing that I went to school to do, because that doesn't mean that I'm not going to like this or that I won't get something out of this. And it's the first time in my life that that I'm like, first of all, it's like my first adult job, like I said. So it's like actual livable money. Like it's money where it's like, God forbid if Matt and I were to split. Again, knock on wood, not saying that we're going to, but I'd be able to live on my own. Like it's like I'm making like a normal person's wage, or what people should be being paid. I should say. Sorry, I keep hitting my desk. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands. It's like benefits and like a good like set schedule and good hours. And I'm going to be able to balance YouTube with it perfectly. It couldn't have been a better situation. It's full time. And I'm not used to that because every job I've had before this has been, I know it's temporary. I know it's bullshit. It's just something that I could do for survive, and it was never my end stop. I'm not saying this is my end stop, but I'm gonna see how it goes, basically, because it's something that could open up a lot of doors for me, and it's definitely a field I could stay in for the rest of my life if I wanted to. Don't know if I do. I don't know. So, and I'm very excited to work with people I'm going to be working with because I seem to fit in very well in this work environment. Whereas other jobs that I applied for, I like wanted the job so badly, but I wasn't sure that I connected with the people that were hiring, if that makes sense. Whereas when I went in for this interview, I left knowing that I immediately clicked with the people who I had met with. And I don't know, it's just weird. And I know so many people who are doing jobs that they didn't go to school for. I'm aware that that's more often than not people end up doing things that they didn't go to school for. Like I said, Matt's doing something that he did not go to school for, never anticipated doing, and he loves it, and he, is happy coming home from work every day. God be it, he should be paid more for it, but that's every direct care provider. But he loves his job and he wants to stay in this industry, and he loves the population of people that he's serving, and it's not what he pictured doing. So I'm going into it with I was going to say no expectations. I'm going into this more than anything with just gratefulness, because the job hunt needed to come to an end, and I'm very thankful that it did. Again, knock on wood. I haven't started working yet, clocked in. So I'm so scared that the rug will be pulled out from under me, but I know that's not how it works. Literally next week I go to get all of the fluids taken out of me so they can tell me, or things injected into me so they can tell me that I can start working. So someone earlier mentioned if I could have done freelance makeup. I can barely do makeup on myself. Nobody wants me to do makeup on them, nor would I enjoy that. I don't want to touch people. But people who are professional makeup artists, I love you guys. I respect for you guys, because I wouldn't want to do it. I need makeup to just stay a hobby, which something I realized, and I've talked about this, I think, in my last live stream. I learned that I never want to be a full-time YouTuber, because one, I'm so unreliable, and I'm so sorry, and I'm hoping I can fix that soon. I'm hoping now that I'll have a set routine that this gets easier for me, because I don't do well on making my own schedule. I don't do well on not having a routine, because if I'm left up to me to plan my day, I will just do nothing the whole day, which is something that I just realized that I need a schedule. And I also can't deal with the emotional strength that it takes to be a full-time YouTuber. I just personally can't. Because a couple people guess, so for lack of a better, to be vague, let's just say that I'm going into health, for lack of to be as vague as possible. So like I said, it's nothing that I went to school for. But I'm open to it. I really am open to it. And I'm just, like I said, bus. I'm looking at the positives. I'm looking at this seems like something that I never would have considered doing. So I'm interested to have this opportunity. I'm excited about the people I'm going to be working with. I'm excited about the schedule. I'm so excited about the pay and the benefits. I'm excited to just be starting something. Yeah. And I really can't express enough how much better things are just going to be for Matt and I now, and how much better my routine's going to be. And I think, weirdly enough, having a job and having parts of my day where I'm forced to go do something else, I'm hoping that makes me a more productive YouTuber, because I will be able to have a actual routine, as opposed to waking up, being home alone all day, and not wanting to do anything. Emily says, be kind to yourself on your YouTube channel while you transition to the new job. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm really trying to have no expectations or minimal expectations. I'm really just trying to focus on being a functional adult, being grateful, seeing where this takes me. If I do it for a while and I decide it's not for me, then I can go from there. Or if I do it, I might realize that I love it. Who knows? Like, I'm trying to have no expectations because, like I said, Matt got into his current, his current profession kind of just as like a, hey, maybe this will be a good, like a better money thing, and loved it. So, zero expectations. A routine is good for the soul, says Christina. I agree. It's really a huge relief off of my soul. And it's this week was interesting because normally my routine for like lack of a better word that I had was like wake up, make my coffee, sit with my laptop while I have my coffee, looking for any job application that seemed like remotely a good fit for me, applying, going through like all of that, of like following up, going on interviews, blah, blah. Actually, ironically enough, nobody called me for like months. And then the weekend that Georgia came to visit me, every single job I'd ever replied to was like, hey, you want to have an interview? So I went on like 100 interviews in 1 week, and it was brutal. So it was just soul crushing. It was so soul crushing because I couldn't help but take every rejection personally. And that sucks. I do want to give my special shout out, though, to Emily Hanhan, who's in the chat right now, and Teresa's dead Teresa, because they were with me every step of the way. Like, we have a little text group chat, and literally every day we were talking, working on my resume. I was getting really good advice from the two of them on like what to say, cover letters, how to revamp my resume. Because there was one job interview that I went for specifically that I wanted so badly. I was like dead set on it, and I didn't get it, obviously. And we really worked to take everything I learned from that situation to just keep it moving and make my resume better and stuff like that, so that I wouldn't like get stuck in a slump, basically. And they truly were with me every step of the way, every rejection, every good news, all of it. So I probably wouldn't be here I wouldn't be here in the situation without the two of them. So I really appreciate them. Like, I hope everyone knows that when I talk about my YouTube friends, they're my friends. Like, that's my chosen family. Like, those are the people who are here for me, ride or die, because truly, even like in the midst of this, I went to go visit Hannah Smoky Glow Hannah in Rochester, and like that weekend was soul cleansing because I just got to have fun and not think about any of this stuff and just be with like one of my closest friends. And like all of like YouTube, truly YouTube can suck, and obviously I flake out on YouTube all the time because it gets overwhelming for me. But the thing that keeps me coming back is the community, like you guys here right now, my friends that I talk to every day. It makes it worth it. It makes me forget about the numbers so much so that I could just like focus on my community. So that was my little sappy part of it. So yeah, really exciting. I can't believe I'm going to have like a stable income for the first time in my life. I really can't believe it. Like, if I told you guys what my life was like working at the spa and what my finances were like working at the spa, you all would like understood why I moved and did something really drastic, because it's ridiculous. So yeah, and plus everyone talking about celebrating is really good timing, because not only did I just get hired, I just, accepted the offer, blah, blah, blah. But my birthday's in 4 days, March 10th. So it feels like this month is a month of celebration, which is so exciting. I can't get over the two farm animals right here. They're so ridiculous. Both Georgia and Oliver the Glow are your lucky charms. I agree. And Oliver, not to toot my own horn, but Oliver loves me. When we were all sitting on the couch, he would always come over to me and sleep on me. So, oh my God, like all the stuff that I get to do now, like I get to pay off my debt, obviously. I get to like put money away to go visit Georgia in the summer. I get to put money towards my wedding in October. I get to just like, I don't know, not stress about things for once. I cannot believe it. I never thought in my life I would be in a place where I was stable. That's so fucked to say, but when you're so used to living paycheck to paycheck, and you're so used to like things going wrong and not having a savings account and like all of that stuff, that's why I think I'm so scared to say that it's real, because I'm almost like superstitious and I don't want it to go away. Also, thank you for the plant collection. This is just a small selection of my babies. So thank you for the compliments. Yeah, it's like wild. Oh my God. Everyone who's here that's saying like nice things, thank you all so much. That's why I keep looking over here. The chat's over here. So yeah, I wanted to get on camera and like keep you guys updated, because it's such a huge weight off of my shoulders, and I really can't emphasize enough how not good I was mentally this whole time since the move, because it was like crippling loneliness, because I left my friends and my family in another state and I don't know anybody else. Oh, thank you, Omni Doll. Thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, it was just like crippling loneliness since I've moved, because I would just be in my house all day and only talk to Matt, and I had no reason to go outside or do anything, because if I wanted to do something productive, that meant like doing YouTube or job hunting, which means I was just inside. And plus, like I said, relying on somebody else financially is a weird emotional thing that I wasn't prepared for. So it's exciting to have some freedom. What plants are you bringing to your new office? Ooh, I'm gonna have to scope out the window situation. That's like that's exciting for me. Let's see. So yeah, that's all the news I had. We're a half hour in, so basically, if anyone else has any sorry, I got distracted. So we were all on it. We all hopped on it at once. If anyone has any topics or any questions or anything like that, thank you everyone who said congrats and said nice things. Everyone who complimented my plans or my makeup or my outfit. Fun eyeshadow looks at work. I don't know. So whenever I start a new job, I like to like start as a normie and see like what the limitations actually are for the job and then go from there. So right now it's going to be a lot of like neutral brown looks, not this crazy wing liner, but like subtle shadow liner, natural looking base. So we'll see how it goes, because I started the spa that way and then they were like, we don't care what your makeup looks like, and then it became full drag, so we'll see how it goes. Are you growing any new plants? Not that I can see. I have a red Maranta that I'm propagating and I need to plant it because it has more than enough roots, but I'm out of potting soil, so I need to get soil this weekend. So yeah, will you get your own office? I have no idea yet, to be perfectly honest. I have to go through getting background checked and all of that jazz, and then I have to do a training for a while, and then I will be like set up and ready to go. It's a slow kind of crawl, but I'll keep you guys updated. Same plan with the jewelry and stuff. That's also what I do. So I can't wear like this stuff to work, at least as far as I know. So I have like a little normie tiny nose ring that I can put in, and then I take the ring out for a staple, so a staple I could flip up. Thank you, Ariel. Oh my gosh. You don't even have a message, so I'm just going to say thank you and I love you. So the facial jewelry has to go. I normally don't wear this cuff to work because this isn't a piercing. This is just like a little accessory. But I don't take any of this stuff out because I can't. So that'll, entering healthcare is always a slow process. That's what I expected. So yeah, so that I might not wear the cuff right away unless I don't care. And I tend not to wear like the crazy chunky necklaces right away unless I feel like I don't care. And then when it comes to my rings, I always wear my engagement ring, obviously. And then I wear my turtle ring because this was my dad's, and then my thumb ring, and just kind of ignore everything else. And that's what I do. And again, if they tell me they're like, we don't care, then I will go from there. Obviously, I can't wear the hat either, which is sad. Having a routine job makes life so much easier to manage. I agree, truly. Let's see. I know there's already a couple mods, but Audra, I'm going to give you a wrench too. just so we wrench. Oh, thank you, Nora, so much. I never get super chats, so like, oh my god. Oh, I came late. What job is it? I'm not going to specifically say. I'm just going to say it's not anything I went to school went to school to do, and I'm gonna just say like healthcare / public health. It's in that sphere of things. It's not. I just kind of applied to it on a whim, but I'm excited to go there. And then on that topic too, I was telling Georgia because I used some YouTube money to pay off one of my student loans this month, and I said something to Georgia. I was like, well, I'm glad that I have money from YouTube to pay my student loans with because it's the only way that I use my degree. And I said it as like a self-deprecating kind of thing, but Georgia was like, that's not a bad thing. If your education helps you like, I don't know, like help other people understand social issues and stuff like that, then that's like a good thing. Because even on the podcast, we've gotten messages from people that are like, I never would have thought about this issue in this way, but the way that you explained it helped me see things from another perspective. So I'm starting to also accept that if even if I don't have like a job in my field, which also not to say that this is going to be my be all end all, I'm actually very much considering going back to school for my master's degree finally. So, and a job with set hours like this will allow me to do that. So thank you. Thank you, MJ. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Bye, Paradise Butterfly. What was I saying? So yeah, so not saying this is my be all end all, and not saying that I'm not going to go back to school, because it's actually a very real possibility that I can go to grad school now. But it's not like a bad thing that the way I utilize my degree is on an internet platform. That's a fantastic thing, and I need to stop putting myself down for that. Like, oh my God, T's here. I just wanted to say congratulations and happy early birthday. Thank you so much, T. Matt Beheaded Jehovah, which you all should subscribe to. She's like one of my favorite channels. That's so exciting. Thank you everyone who's giving me super chats. I never get super chats ever, so oh my God. Thank you, MJ, again. Shendy, I hope I'm saying that right. Have a birthday drink on me. Thank you. Alexa, oh my gosh. You're all going to witness like a meltdown live on camera. Thank you all so much. Oh my gosh. Sorry, there's like so many wonderful people and things happening in the chat. So yeah, my degrees. So yeah, like I said, I really want to go back to school. I want to get my master's. I want to stop being so down on myself. I want to stop being so down on myself for like not being in my field. Sorry, I'm like getting emotional. And realize that like this work is still valuable, even if it's not what I went to school for. Me too. And hey, Audra. So it's T. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm getting so distracted. I'm so sorry. Everyone who's watching on the replay, I'm so sorry. I'm just a very excitable person. What the work I do on YouTube work, if you want to call it that, even if I've helped a couple people see like these really important social issues that I care about so deeply, even if I've helped like a couple people kind of understand these like sociological concepts on like a micro level, even just in a way that relates to makeup. Because how stupid is that, right? Like talking about like sociology and anthropology when it comes to makeup, but that is important because these are concepts that that, you know, apply everywhere in life. These are things that are important everywhere. So if it makes these concepts accessible through makeup, then that's awesome. And that's like work that I'm doing in the world, as Hannah Louise Poston would say, that's like important. So these are all things that I'm working on. I'm working on not being so self-deprecating. I'm working on not having my whole identity be factored into like what pays me, you know what I mean? Like not like this is work. If it doesn't pay me, then this, but I do it and it helps reach an audience and it helps reach people and help people. That's work, and it's my work in the world, as Hannah Louise Poston would say. So like all things that I'm trying to work on and, you know, be better at. Oh, someone before asked like how much I make doing YouTube. So that depends. I know everybody says that. I know everyone says that how much money you make on YouTube depends, but that's so true. And this is something that I was trying to explain to Matt. YouTube doesn't tell you anything, and it's such bullshit. YouTube doesn't tell you, hey, at this many views with this many advertisements, you'll make roughly this. It's a mystery. And Hannah Smoky Glow Hannah, actually, when I was at her house, she sat with me and went through like my YouTube, like, oh, what's it called? The YouTube studio to kind of show me like where I was doing well and what I wasn't doing good in. So how much you make depends on a lot of things. It depends on like what kinds of advertisements are placed on your video, how many ads you put in your videos, your like, what's it called? Like the activity on your video. So how many people watched it, how long they stayed through the whole video. There's like a million variables. I will say personally, you don't get paid out until you hit $100 in AdSense a month. Mostly I get it every month. I will say I didn't get it last month because I didn't post anything really last month. So like that's how it also depends on obviously how much you're putting out into the world. If I was somebody who was making a video every day, obviously this would be a lot better for me. But I'm someone who can barely get a video up a week. So I tend to be on the lower side of what you can make because I don't put out videos that often because I'm trying so hard to get better at it. So most of the time I do hit that minimum, like 100 to get paid out. It's never exceeded like more than a couple $100, truly. Even like December, the month of like fantastic AdSense, it wasn't like wild, crazy. I could live off this money. You don't get paid unless it's over 100 this week. Yeah, it'll roll over to the next month. So that's why I always say if you're someone who's considering doing YouTube, don't necessarily do it to roll in money and dough and free product and crap like that. Because I just know for me, I see so little of that. However, somebody else at 13K could be making great money. It just could depend on like their viewer retention rate, how much activity they get on their channel, how many videos they put out, because I know people at my size who make a lot more money than I do because they're just better at this, I should say. So it was enough to like help, I will say, which is I'm very appreciative of. I'm very appreciative that the last like year, YouTube was enough to help. So YouTube is super sketchy. I have this channel since 2006, but once I post a link and ever since I have no likes, people can't see my comments. I feel trolled by YouTube. That's the other thing. YouTube is so unreliable that I would be very scared to ever make this like my reliable source of income. I can't function that way. I need to know like where my money's coming from and what it's going to be. Like I always like at the spa, for instance, I always knew what my paycheck should be and they should be coming every 2 weeks. So, and I could base all of my bills and like stuff like that. Well, her milkshake, new milkshake problem per yard. I've said this before and I've said this again. When you go live on YouTube, there's like a section of YouTube that's like currently live. So like every troll and their mom can click on that section and see that I'm doing this and be like, why does this bitch have 100 some odd people watching? So I don't take it personally. I imagine that all of these people are like 13-year-old boys who have already played enough Call of Duty and done enough jerking off for the day that they need to go spam, somebody. Or that's vile. I'm sorry. I'm going to get demonetized. What is happening about talking about YouTube? Trolls are just the only people who are seeing whatever. What people need to be entertained, I guess. I'm here to entertain. So yeah, that's my life. That's like what's going on today. I'm so glad I have so many people with wrenches in the chat because normally it's just me and I'm struggling. I feel like I missed everybody's comment. Kara says I'm a perv. Duh. It's true. Oh, and somebody already asked her. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Oh, how much money you should be making? Yeah, who knows? I know everyone gets so annoyed when YouTubers are like, who's to say? But truly, I can't emphasize enough that nobody knows how this works. Nobody. We understand our average of like what typically comes in a month, but nobody actually knows. And I hate that part about it. Could you imagine going into your like normal job and your boss being like, we'll see how it goes today, and that's how much we'll pay you at the end of the day. Could you imagine? When I had 2 jobs, I acted like I had disposable income even though I had debt and should have been saving. Now I barely make any money. I have things I need to buy and can't buy anything. That's the other thing is like I'm hoping with this new situation I can get really good about like managing money, paying off debts, having a budget. I think budgets are going to be my future. I really do. I always talk about on my channel like my unofficial low buy, because it was unofficial, because it wasn't like I had money but I was just choosing to spend less money. It was like I couldn't. I just didn't have the money to spend. Oh, Kelly says waitressing. Exactly. If you're a tips reliant job. Exactly. But what was I gonna say? So I think I'm gonna make a video about like everything I've learned being on unofficial low buy, aka having a not steady flow of bullshit money. And I think the future of this, of making sure that I'm financially stable, is budgeting, like serious budgeting. So interesting. It's going to be very interesting. We're talking about monetization stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. There's so much happening. I have a food related question. What are some easy, simple ways to incorporate more vegetables in everyday meals? Ooh, I always try to have a vegetable at every meal, because that's how I was raised. And if not, it's very easy to fall into like a carb heavy diet. So there's like a couple really staple ways to make vegetables. And I think just finding a staple way that you like vegetables is the way to go. So if you're like a salad person, make a salad like every time, like real cheap and easy salad. I'm a very big roasted vegetable person. So I really like to put vegetables with like garlic and like olive oil, like super quick and easy in the oven, and everything tastes so delicious when you do that. You just get like light crisp on it. So my advice of incorporating more vegetables is to just find a preparation method that works best for you. If you're someone, like I said, who likes salads, if you like slaws, I'm a big slaw person. If you like roasted vegetables, like I said, or like anything over rice, I'm a big fan of, because it's really easy. Anything I can throw into pasta, like the last big thing I made, which I have so much leftovers now. I always throw a lot of veggies in the pasta, because it's like an easy way to load something with a lot of vegetables really easily. Don't boil anything. Boiling sucks. Boiling like strips the flavor out of vegetables. I do steaming a lot, but normally if I'm going to throw that in like a sauce or something, always try to roast vegetables. I really feel like that's the key. Roasting or eating them raw in some way, shape, or form. When I make sandwiches, I load up on lettuce, tomato, pickles. That's another good thing too. Loaded in a sandwich. Ooh, stir fry. Stir fry is really good. Tacos. I'm a huge taco person. As well know, I love tacos. They're my favorite. Okay. So yeah. So that was all I had on life updates. If you came in late or you're confused, I'm going to leave this up. We can chat about that. It's been 42 minutes already. Perfect. Matt's currently getting a haircut. This was like Matt's errand day. He like took care of taxes, got an oil change, went to get his haircut, and I'm just here. So, and I'm so sorry I didn't put up like a real video this week. I wanted to, but things got weird this week. So now it's like free time, so to speak. So anyone wants to talk about. Oh, I know someone brought up the Jaclyn Hill 2 fiasco. No part of me is shocked about the Jaclyn Hill 2 thing. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm going to get a t-shirt. I'm going to make merch that says, for anyone who doesn't know. Or also, I should get merch that says, don't even get me started. The Jaclyn Hill 2 palette, Jaclyn Hill in her video said was the same formula as the Jaclyn Hill 1 palette. Do I have the Jaclyn Hill 1 palette? I'm not going to dig it out. It's nice to live stream in the setup too, because all of my makeup is right here. So if I want to grab anything for reference, I can grab it right here. But anyway, she said in her video, I believe, that it was the same formula as the Jaclyn Hill 1 palette, the one that all of us know and love, which I will say I have the original Jaclyn Hill palette, the original Jaclyn Hill palette. That's important. And I do like that palette. But apparently that wasn't true. It's somewhere along the way, the original Jaclyn Hill formula was reformulated, and the current Jaclyn Hill 2 palette matches that formula. This is very obnoxious, I'm just realizing, as I try to say this back. So it doesn't perform the same way as the Jaclyn Hill 1 palette. Also, a big factor of this is the Jaclyn Hill palette was originally a vegan palette. It's no longer a vegan palette because it has carmine in it. Carmine is crushed insects. It's how you get a red pigment. It's in foods. It's in a lot of makeup. It's very common. It's approved by the FDA. And people are very upset because it seems no, and I will say, I'm not going to say it seems like she lied, because no matter how you look at it, there is an element of lying to this, because it doesn't seem like she ever came forward and said that the product was reformulated at all. And normally it probably wouldn't be a big deal if, I mean, because things get reformulated all the time. I'm trying to look around to see if I have anything that's been reformulated. Not that I can see off the top of my head. But like, that's common for things to be reformulated. But she placed such an emphasis on her formula, that she created this formula with Morphe, that only she was allowed to use that formula. Other collaborators with Morphe had asked to use that formula, and she said no. It was her baby. It was her formula. Very, very important. And people love that palette. I keep that palette. It's a great palette. But somewhere along the way, this is where it gets confusing, because she claims that she didn't know the formula was changing. Morphe says that she didn't know she was changing, but then she came out and said that she was told that they were working on perfecting the performance, but wasn't your formula perfect to begin with? And we all liked it. Like, there was complaints. It seems to me, allegedly, I can't prove this, allegedly, in my opinion, allegedly, it seems like they probably changed it to save cost along the way. And because it had already come out, people had already done the reviews, nobody was going to know if they changed it. But Jaclyn Hill never said anything about it. And she said that the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette was the same formula as the Jaclyn Hill 1 palette. Same with the vaults. So what formula was she referring to? Because either way, it's not true. And she hasn't really come out and addressed the Carmine thing. She did, I know, get upset about people making videos about her family. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. But a lot of people are speculating that she's only making a big deal about that so people won't talk about the Morphe thing. I don't know. I personally think this isn't even me like hating Jaclyn Hill. I feel like for everybody involved, for her fans and for her sake, for her mental health, I think that she needs to step away from social media. And I honestly think she's in a position where she probably never has to do YouTube again. And it doesn't seem like she likes doing YouTube. It doesn't seem like anything about it makes her happy anymore. The people who hate her have made up their minds they're never going to forgive her. I think maybe she should step away and stop doing Morphe collabs. And like, I'm not saying stop her brand. Focus on her own brand. Still be on some social medias. Maybe still be on like Instagram and Twitter. But maybe step away from YouTube and like, I don't know, because I would have to imagine, not saying everything, all the drama around her isn't kind of stemmed around her actions anyway. She's kind of, she's responsible for basically most drama around her, in my opinion. She really creates it herself. But I don't know, it just seems like she's not happy doing it, and she's always going to be under this criticism because her track record has proven that she's not the most honest and the most trustworthy. And she tends to always have profits in mind, in my opinion. So maybe she just needs to step back. The way that like Marlena only puts like makeup stuff up now, maybe that's what she has to do. And maybe she'll feel better about it. I don't know. I think that she should stop working with Morphe. I cannot, like, I was watching Peter Mon videos about it, and I'm sure that she makes good money from Morphe, but I feel like for the sake of her having a long-standing reputation and a long-standing brand that's taken seriously, she needs to stop collaborating with Morphe, stop all of that, and just focus on her own stuff and make her stuff be able to stand on its own and rebuild her reputation. That's in my opinion. ABH was also weird about reformulating Subculture, and they claimed they didn't change it, but the ingredients were different. But then again, that's from TJ Maxx. Oh my God, don't even get me started. Okay, so that I will. I have both. Look at these. This is the original. This is the quote unquote reformulated one. This is the one that's super good. Let's open them. Look at the metallics. I don't know if you can see. They're like nasty. The metallics are nasty in this one. But then you open up the quote-unquote reformulated one, and it's beautiful, and it looks fine. It looks like every other ABH palette. Metallics are good. They swatch slightly differently. I keep them as like to have the relic. Basically, I love the quote-unquote reformulated one. But when you look at the ingredients, there's no, like, it's different. So it's so nice to have my makeup here for quick access. Oh my God, there's so much happening. instead of being like, I know you guys think I only make videos when I have something to sell, but I swear I've been wanting to come back, but also here's my new palette. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, just, that's what I'm saying. Don't claim to be a YouTuber anymore because clearly your heart's not in it anymore. That's fine. A lot of people grow out of YouTube. Make your channel a Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics channel and, like, come on when you have things to sell. So, but at least, like, people will know that that's truly what's happening. Like, make it your commercials, make it tutorials with your products. Make it about that, the way that Marlena does the Makeup Geek stuff on her channel. Like, just go all in. And then no one can say that you're manipulating anybody because you're upfront about what you're doing. But her social media is what sells product. I know her personality online is what keeps her followers in love. I feel like, though, like, she'll always have that, though, because she clearly does have a loyal fan base. I think as long as she maintains a business owner's persona on social media, that she'll be fine. Oh, Patricia, I found you through Teresa's Den. I'm so happy to find you. You are a kickbutt human. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. Personally, as a man, I think makeup is overrated. Hey, it makes a lot of people happy, including myself. So sometimes you need to stop because she's her own worst enemy, says Jennifer. I would agree with that. So yeah, that's what I feel about the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. I'm not surprised, and it is what it is. Would it be great if she made a video and was like, this is everything that happened, I'm being honest, and I'm setting the record straight? Yes. Do I ever expect it to happen? No. So, unpopular opinion, I find it weird when YouTubers transition to business owners but still put out so much personal stuff on social media. Maybe because I would never mix work and personal life. That is a really good observation / opinion, because I would agree with that. I kind of like this to be my hobby and my fun place, and, like, I don't know, and it's way less stressful for me to keep, like, real life shit personal. But I don't know, I'm pretty open. I should say, like, as I say that, I'm, like, very open with most things on the internet. I just, like, try to keep healthy. Is this line crooked? It looks like it's patchier than this one. Who the hell cares? Do I have time to fix it? Yeah, who cares? I'll fix it before I go out if I go out. I don't know. Like I said, I'm fairly open on the internet, probably to a fault. I think in order to stay relevant, social media, business, stay active on social media. Like I said, or not like I've said, Georgia has said this on the podcast, that's like our conspiracy allegedly on why Jeffree Star has a YouTube channel, because clearly he doesn't need it. He never has to make another YouTube video again, but it keeps him relevant and it keeps his brand relevant. So, interesting. Hello, anyone new who might have just popped in? Let's see, what else do you guys want to chat about? I'll do this probably for a little bit longer. I don't want to bore anybody by, like, digging for things to talk about if the conversation has reached its end and it's reached its end. But other than that, that's really all that's been going on. I like I said, I'm so sorry I didn't get, like, a real video up last week, but I do want to have my goal. I know it's, like, bare minimum to do 1 video a week, but I would like to do 2 videos a week with a bonus, like, 3rd video on the weekends every once in a while. It's been a little rough. But I'm trying to be more just consistent. The word is consistent. Sorry, I get distracted when I look at the chat and try to speak. I can't do more than one thing at a time. I'm not one of those people who can, like, walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, as the expression goes. What was I saying? Oh, one of the things that I want to do next week is a haul, which I'm always hesitant to post a haul so close to an anti-haul because people feel a ways about that. But, I always do the, like, buying everything on my wish list videos around my birthday, because that's when all of, like, the gift cards roll in and my tax return comes in. So that might be coming next week, but it's mostly going to be drugstore stuff, which is really exciting. Oh, we're asking about politics. Oh my gosh. I've definitely been stressed about politics because I've been religiously following every second of the primaries. And like I said on Twitter, it's making me hyper focus on like skincare and stuff because I need to like indulge and relax at the end of the day. So yeah, politics make me stressed. This is why I need YouTube to stay my escape. I want to hear your cream blush thoughts when you're ready. Oh, I have some cream blush thoughts. I'm actually not wearing cream blush today, but I have this like nice sunburnt thing going on. We love a drugstore horror. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. On positive note, it's great to see you happy. Thank you. I feel the happiest I've been in a really long time, truthfully. Probably like the happiness high that I was on when we first moved. I lost that for a really long time, and I'm starting to feel it again. And it's been really nice. I'm really trying to practice like gratefulness. And I've really at night, I've been having like my me and Matt call it vibing because we're obnoxious. But I literally like I turn off all the lights in my apartment and I just like play calming lo-fi music and just like relax and take it all in and appreciate where I am and what's happening. And that's been like very meditative and healing for me to just be grateful for like the here and now and what's happening, which I know sounds like woo-woo bullshit, but it's for someone who's always negative and miserable like me, it's been very healing. So and then like I said, yeah, I think the video is going to be called buy everything on my wish list 3. Obviously it's my third. I think it's my third one, drugstore edition, because it's mostly drugstore products. I'm looking at my box here. Let's see what's happening. Lacie, I would really love a video on your jewelry, like showing different necklaces, pendants, and rings and whatnot, and then sharing your favorite places to purchase that. Ooh, I could do that. Is anyone actually interested in that? Because I've had a couple people ask about my jewelry, but I don't know if it's interesting enough for a whole video. But at the same time, I say that, but a lot of people have asked. So yeah, because pretty much everything I wear has some kind of a story behind it. I make a lot of it myself, actually. So I could definitely do that. Maybe it's like a bonus video. That'd be great. Who doesn't love woo-woo bullshit with a healthy dose of science? That's my life. In fact, I'm making a huge lo-fi playlist right now called Slow-Fi, Slow Lo-Fi to fall asleep to or surf me. My favorite lo-fi ever is the 3:30 a.m. Fear Dog mix. That's like my favorite mix ever. I downloaded it, so if it ever gets taken off YouTube, I'll have it forever. So can you make an animal bones video? Like, where do you get them to buy them or find them? Oh, I know that was asked earlier. Thank you for bringing that back up. So a lot of things were given to me. Some things I found myself. Some things I bought if it was like in a collection. Like this like sewing box right here. I bought this and it was kind of like a like put together curios collection that I purchased. I have friends that have given me a lot of stuff. Everything's like ethically sourced and found and stuff like that. And I used to make a lot of jewelry out of it. And there's actually this is so dorky what I'm about to say, and I apologize. I used to belong to like a vulture culture community on Tumblr, which were people who found ethically sourced like feathers, bones, things like that, and made jewelry out of it or made art out of it and stuff like that. So that was a lot of what I was doing. I haven't like accumulated anything new lately because I've been on like my plant bullshit. So that I can see the thing with horns out here, this like deer skull, that's something that Georgia sent me. I think she originally thrifted it. So all good stuff, all good spooky stuff. Hi everybody that just came in. Let's see. I want to see your bones. That sounded less creepy before I typed it out, and I love vulture culture. I was debating doing like a skull tour in this apartment because I have skulls everywhere, both fake and real. Again, I got a degree in physical anthropology and a minor in geology because I was like on my paleontology bullshit and my physical anthropology bullshit for a while. So I swear it's not creepy, but it's also probably creepy. I apologize. Oh, wait, there's so much stuff. I want to see a collab with Tina. Have I never collabed with Tina before? I'll ask her if she wants to. I'm sure she'll be open for it. I love Tina. Oh my god, multiple people are asking to collab with Tina. I'll ask her if she wants to. I feel like we have collabed before, but maybe I'm lying. I think I'm lying. I don't think we ever have. I'll look into it. I would love to collab with Tina. I would love to collab with Michelle Wong. Me and Michelle have talked about before, but we just like haven't done it yet. That'd be fun. I know me and Teresa are talking about a possible future collab. That'll be fun. Oh, I just got earrings from each of my birds' feathers. Oh, says Jennifer. I love all that stuff. That's why I made Abby a necklace for our Christmas Secret Santa. That was really fun because Abby's someone who also likes spooky things and bones and curios. So I made her a little curios collection and a little necklace to go with it. And she really appreciated it, which made me happy. She was like fun to make a gift for because she likes all of the spooky bullshit that I like. Oh, a plant tour. I mean, hey, you guys are getting this right now. This is a trade scantia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I have, that is a Monstera addisonii. That's like a jungle cacti. I have all of my other cacti. I have some peperomias, some hoyas, some what are they called? Crotons in the back. There's spider plants down here. More stuff on the floor. Don't even get me started. Like a nerve plant. This is a piece of cactus that I'm trying to propagate. That's why it's just cut out and by itself. So yeah, but a plant tour, a skull tour, a jewelry tour, a tarot collection. Someone else said tarot cards. Those are all things for me to like keep in mind for possible bonus videos because like I said, I would really love to do like a Tuesday, Thursday upload schedule with like the occasional Saturday video. That's my goal. Whether or not that ever happens, we'll see. But that's like the goal that I want to work towards. I keep looking at my own eyeshadow. I like my makeup today. Sorry, not to be narcissistic. And then Emily said the quality is really good. Thank you. Georgia and I were going to use podcast money to get this webcam. And I was like, wait, I already have that camera. But I thought that I left it home in New Jersey. So I went back home to New Jersey, dug through all of my stuff that's still at home, didn't find it, came home and it was in the closet the whole time. So that's my life. But I'm glad that I have it and I have the microphone and everything's good and awesome. Oh, everyone's flat. There's so much happening. Excuse me. I'm a recent subscriber and I've been watching a lot of your videos, and one that really moved me was the Get Ready With Me where you talked about self-sabotage, and I related to it so much. I love that I found your channel. Oh, thank you so much. I still work every day on not self-sabotaging, believe me. What are you wearing on your eyes? Well, I am wearing the Natasha Denona Love palette on my eyes. I am wearing mostly this in the crease, blended out with this. And then this metallic pretty shade is on the outer corner. And then this one up here is on the inner corner. I fucking love this palette. Like, I wasn't going to get this. And then I saw it and swatched it at Hannah's house. And I was like, oh, I need that. So all of my bullshit money from like January went to just buying this palette. I love this palette so much. I'm so glad I bought it. I'm really into pinks lately. One of my other favorite palettes lately is the Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dreams palette. Spoiler alert for a future favorites video that's hopefully coming soon. But I'm really into pinks lately. I'm very excited for my Smoky Glow palette to come because I can't wait to use those pinks all over my eyes. Oh, there's like mineral talk in the chat. Audra says, I got my first live plant in a long time. I love watching it lean towards the window every morning. I love my plants. They fill me with so much happiness. The living room is doing really good. I have like some scares in the living room, but we're just now starting to get really beautiful light again. So everything is starting to like adjust and be happy again, which is nice because the winter was rough. I gotta dupe the vibes of that palette. I want the Smoky Glow one so bad. I got to play with all the Smoky Glow stuff at Hannah's house, which was so exciting. It was so exciting to see the palette in person, and I'm so excited. Spoiler alert. Obviously, a lot of people guessed this. It is being sent to me in PR, which I'm very thankful for from Midas and from Hannah. But I would have bought the whole collection anyway because I think it's a beautiful collection, and I want to support my friend, obviously, and it's a fair price. In my opinion, I cannot believe they were able to get the price as low as they did. That's fantastic. And it makes it really accessible. So I'm very excited about that. But I got to play with it all at Hannah's house. The highlighter I'm excited for. The glosses, though. 2 of the 3 glosses are like perfect for me. I'm on such a gloss kick right now. And her palette, I'm so into pinks. And I'm so excited to play with the pinks and the duochromes. I don't want to make a video that's just reviewing Hannah's collection because I think you all would be like, you biased bitch. So I'm going to use the collection as an opportunity to talk about everything I've ever tried from Midas, because like I'm not an affiliate or anything. Everything I've owned from them in the past has been something that I've purchased. I have two other of their palettes. I have the lemonade palette and the pot themed palette. I want to talk about just a review of the brand as a whole, because there are a lot of differences between the metallics, especially in Hannah's palette versus the ones that I've tried. So I want to do like a Midas as a brand review. I think that would be fun because I had been planning to do that for a while. I need to bring my palette series back. Anyone who's been here with me for a long time might remember like a year or two ago, I had started the palette series, but I just like let it die, which makes me sad. So I want to bring it back. So maybe like a Midas Cosmetics review would be like a good way for me to bring the palette series back. I also just want to do dedicated indie reviews every once in a while, because there are so many indie brands that I've tried and that I have strong opinions about. But I got out of the habit of reviewing makeup and just like doing commentary, and I want to have a nice balance between like commentary and reviews and stuff like that. That's another goal for me to work on now that my life is finally coming together and I'll have a schedule and a routine. I don't have my journal nearby. Oh my god, my water. Hold on. No one look at my butt. My water. I knew I had water, but I forgot to bring it into the room. Would love a Midas review. Yeah, so let's see. There's a couple brands I want to review. I want to do a review on Midas. I want to do a review on Gothic Gardens Cosmetics because I've been really happy with them. What else? I'm looking around. Nomad would be another brand that I would love to talk about. JD Glow would be fun, even though you all know I love JD Glow. Sorry. I lost the chat again. Do your plants have people names? I'm starting to stop naming my plants because I swear when I name them, they die. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's just like in my head or if it's psychological. But the less I name, the better. But I know most of their like botanical names. Do you or will you do a video on Oracle decks? Maybe. I'm open to it. Once I can get into a really good habit of actually filming videos and actually putting them up on my channel, which is now easier now that I have this beautiful setup. Again, thank you, Half Cousins audience, patrons, everyone who's ever been on it, supported it. Oh my God. Thank you all so much. Now that I have the setup, I can edit videos in a record time. It's crazy. It used to take almost 2 days worth of work to put one video up on my channel. So now it takes just a couple hours, which is incredible. So I'm hoping I could be a lot more productive. I need to get better at just like filming on a whim. Like there's so many times that I have the idea to film and I want to, but I talk myself out of it for some reason. So I want to get better at just like, if I have the urge to do it, just doing it. I want to try to have a routine, not only in my job, but on YouTube. I think if I can get very strict about like Tuesday, Thursdays on a certain time, that would be very good for me. So I'm trying. Ooh, Dominique Cosmetics review. I can do that too because I've tried quite a few Dominique Cosmetics products. Any reviews? I'm so bored with anything I'm finding on the mainstream. I'm on a blush kick. I'm on a blush journey, to quote Teresa, because Teresa was on a quest. She was on like a quest for yellow and a quest for green. I was on a quest for blush. I have too much blush now. I literally solved that quest very fast because I'm a monster that can't be stopped. So a blush, like a cream blush video might be coming. I don't know if these are all things you guys are interested in. Let me know, because sometimes I lack ideas, or I want to film, but I don't feel inspired to do anything. I want to film my haul, my buy everything on my wish list, drugstore edition haul. I want to film like a blush review or like a best of blush video. The Midas, dedicated Midas video will be coming up soon. I'm excited. And I hope that you all will trust me, because obviously it's PR and my friend, but I'm going to try my hardest to be as fair as possible, obviously. And like I said, I've purchased everything from Midas in the past. This is the first thing they've ever sent me. So I'm excited. Artist says I looked at new releases and realized I hate virtually everything. Oh, I was going to say, because both those things happen for me, that I'll hate everything, but also have everything already. It's been a slow year for eyeshadow palettes for me. Though I did acquire some extra palettes, but I acquired mostly drugstore palettes, which is very interesting for me and new for me. I think Natasha Denona was like the first palette this year where I was like, oh my god, I need that. I can see that I can hear that Matt is coming home. Hi, Matt.
Hello.
Say hi to the chat.
Chat, hi.
I don't know if you all heard that.
Hello, chat.
Okay, thank you. So, I love seeing you so excited. I get very excited about makeup. Actually, truthfully, I wasn't excited about makeup for like the last half of last year and like the early momentary start of this year. But currently I'm excited, but I don't know if it's because I've switched focus from eyeshadow to blush, or it's because I got really excited about a lot of things in the drugstore, which normally I'm all about that high-end life because I'm trash. But a lot of things at the drugstore have been exciting me lately. Chat says hi. So I'm really excited about makeup again for the first time in a while. And now I'm going to be more stable enough to like slowly acquire makeup, but I don't want to go crazy. Hence the budget. So I might be taking a page out of Hannah Louise Poston's book. I feel like I'm talking very fast. I'm just very excited. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what Matt's doing. Let's see. We're doing this for an hour, 10 minutes, and Matt is home. So I might wrap up soon, if that's okay with everybody, because Matt and I haven't eaten yet today. So I think I'll end on that note because I had a really good stream of consciousness, I think, for this entire video. And I don't want anyone to be bored watching this. So I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me. Like I said, I really want to do a Tuesday, Thursday upload schedule with the occasional like Saturday video. All of you guys gave me really great ideas for like more personal videos that you would like. So those might be reserved from like my bonus Saturday videos. And obviously always, not to like show my social media, but I'm always on Twitter, which is Spooky Lacie. I'm always on Instagram, which is spookylipsandfathips. The Half Cousins podcast. If you don't listen to it already, we do that every Sunday, sometimes more than once a week. We have a Patreon. That Patreon not only supports the podcast, but it supports this channel as well, obviously, because this computer will serve both the podcast and my channel. So, and we do a lot of bonus content for the Patreon, or at least we try to. We try our best. So there are other ways to hang out with me if you miss me on YouTube, but I'm going to try to get better at YouTube. I know I say this all the time. I'm so sorry. You all have had so much patience with me, and I love you all so much. And also, thank you everyone who like gave me a super chat, who said like nice words about like me and my life. Thank you so much. I love you all. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.